What's your read on what we've learned, if anything, in the Soto sweepstakes when it comes to priority and when it comes to preference? Do you have an initial inkling at the moment?
I feel like the sort of two ways people have taken it are trying to parse, is it just about the money or is it that he wants to win? And that's sort of the way it's been written about is like ESPN had a headline that was sort of like Juan Soto just wants to win. And then plenty of people will say that like, no, his comments after the World Series ended were clear that he's going to go to whoever pays him $1 more than the next guy. But I just think if you're Juan Soto, those two things are kind of one and the same, because no team is paying Juan Soto money if they're not competitive and trying to win. And I think that's actually really worth sort of keeping in mind this whole time. He is looking to sign a deal that is going to take him through the rest of his career. He's a really good player. He's a player who turned around the Yankees' fortunes this season. So wherever he goes is a winning organization, because they paid, well, we'll talk about it later, some huge amount of money to bring in Juan Soto. So that is a competitive organization. So I think we should bear in mind that when Juan Soto talks about, all 30 teams are in it or whatever, and Boris is taking calls from everybody, and it seems like he's got no loyalty anywhere. That's absolutely his right, but also he's not going to wind up on the White Sox or something like that, because they're not going to pay for Juan Soto.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, Hannah. There's only a few teams around the league that could theoretically pay the amount of money that Juan Soto is going to get, and all of those teams are competitive. Like, they're all good teams. It's the Mets, it's the Yankees, it's the Dodgers, it's the Phillies, whoever else you want to put in there. They're all pretty much good teams that could potentially get to that $500 million or more level. And I think where the Mets have an advantage is that I don't really see a limit for them. Like, I think this is a generational type guy that if Steve Cohen owns the team for 20, 30 years, you might not see another Juan Soto on the market. And you could have said the same about Shohei Ohtani last year. I think they're both unicorns in different senses. This is a really good player. This is the Mets' one chance to dive in with a guy who could really make an impact right away, but also in 5 years down the line. In 10 years down the line, it's not crazy to think that he could still be a very good player for you. So for all those reasons, I just think it makes a lot of sense, and I think the bidding is probably going to go pretty crazy.
So what you're telling me, Tony, is that Steve Cohen wants his own version of the Mona Lisa.
Absolutely.
He wants his Mona Lisa.
As he should. And again, I just want to stress that this is not the type of player that comes on the free agent market every day. His age in particular, but also just you look at what he's done previously in his career, there are really no questions. You can quibble about his defense, right? But offensively, he has done it at such a high level. His bad years are better than some superstars' good years. He has done it in the playoffs. He has played more playoff games than of the vast majority of the league at this point. And again, he's 26 years old. So you put that package together, like, when's the next time we'll see a free agent like this? It could be a long, long time.